Hey, it's MN Safety bringing you a truly interesting video. Watch closely on this one. Certainly a very interesting situation. This is from another video over the Labor Day weekend, and you can see why messaging about traffic safety over Labor Day weekend, over these big holidays, about inebriated driving and safe driving is so important. Even, for the 99.99% of drivers that are good drivers, this is a great reminder to be very aware of your surroundings, especially at night. Be an aware driver. Don't drive drowsy, because you need to be on your guard for these types of situations. Here's the State Patrol responding to the situation, and you see that trooper slowing down traffic. They're doing that traffic brake. They're doing the wiggle to slow things down. Here's the car oncoming. Now, I am certain this trooper thought about taking this car head on, but I think this car is traveling at a very high speed above. They're not just going, they're breaking more than one law here. I think their speeds sometimes are well in excess of freeway speeds. So I think that may have come into play in that trooper's decision making. Another thing to point out in that clip, even with that trooper giving these drivers a bit of a warning, you saw someone in the left lane. Thankfully, they were able to avoid a collision. Let's watch this unfold. Imagine being at the Regional Transportation Management Center, that's the 911 dispatch center, following this car on cameras, the emotions that you're feeling, the thoughts that you're going through to get this car tracked, to give updates to your troopers, and to, you're sitting in a chair doing the best you can do, breathing a sigh of relief every time someone safely goes past this car. Imagine, I just think about the person in control operating these cameras. In this scene, you see there's a trooper. It's a little hard to see, but a trooper has stopped a whole line of traffic to keep those people safe, allow this car to go by, and after it goes by, this trooper, they're going to get off the freeway, start to get involved in the chase again. I-35W at the 694. So they're going southbound I-35W. This is in the East Metro of the Twin Cities in Minnesota. If you're from the Twin Cities, you've been on this freeway. I-35W southbound. Here's another trooper doing the exact same thing to keep people safe, buy time in this situation to get this car, get this resolved safely. Let's see what happens. You can see these troopers and local law enforcement, that might have been Ramsey County there, I'm not sure, stopping traffic to keep them safe. Gosh. If you're from Rochester, you'll recall from a few years ago, a very sad situation with here we go, let's take a look. Now this trooper has started to catch up to the car. They did a U-turn. It took them a couple miles to finally catch up. They're going to start to take some action here. Let's see. In a typical chase, most agencies are going to limit a pit to 45 or 35 miles per hour. If they're a wrong-way driver, I don't know enough to know if other policies might come into play. You might start talking about pits at a higher speed, which would be considered lethal force, but you could see them, certainly being justified in this situation. So here's our modified felony stop, getting the driver out. Right away, let's see. I've watched this several times, but each time I breathe a sigh of relief at this point. When they get the driver out successfully, kudos to this officer climbing over the guardrail there. The last clip here is the suspect being put in the back of the car. That always feels good to see. I think in this situation, it feels good to sometimes know justice is served. Someone is stopped. It feels good. And then seeing their car towed away, that always feels good too. So last clips to close out. Please like, subscribe, and share, and help get out a message about safe driving, about seeing what real law enforcement in Minnesota is like.